Hello and welcome to my Day 5 Day in Review for my No Cards New World Start of Stronghold Kingdoms. Now, I first would like to start off with covering the researches that I have completed in the past 24 hours. Starting out with military, as that is basically the only tab that I have focused any research into. Yesterday, you may have noticed that I was focusing a bit more on defense. Well, that continues through today. I have increased Castellation by a total of 4 points, maxed it out basically to 7, as far as I can increase it for my current rank. Down here in command, I have increased it another 2 points today to a total level of 4. This gives me an army size of 50 units, which is suitable, I believe, for some basic starter defense. And then also in defenses, I have increased that to level 1 to access the guardhouses. This is to be able to increase the base, because at a base, your castle can hold 20 troops, or 20 units in its garrison. You can garrison 20 units in the castle. To increase that number, you're going to have to build guardhouses. So I unlocked the guardhouses and built a couple. Now here is what I have going for the castle. Now there are 5 hours of peacetime left on my village, and so far I have access to 50 troops, and I have the maximum of 40 units stationed in the castle currently. If you want to look at my army composition, I currently have 28 archers and 12 peasants, with an additional 8 peasants in the barracks. Let's recruit another. I have this space. I can always turn them into archers. I'm making quite a few bows per day, so I should be able to get a few more archers on the wall before my peacetime runs out. Let's take a look at the village. I'm currently producing how many bows? 17. I have 2 Fletcher's workshops, and I have research increased to 150%, but that was in effect yesterday. I only since completed the Fletcher's workshop today. You could see it building, I believe, in yesterday's video. So it is now complete, and yes, that's 17 bows a day without any cards in play. And so as you can see, it's important to increase your bow production research, because otherwise I would only be making 8 bows a day with these 2 Fletcher's workshops. So what other buildings? Well, I built an additional 3 woodcutters huts now for a total of 10. Since I was making more bows, I would need more wood, because each bow costs 100 wood, I believe. Yes, it does. I also added an additional brewery because I had extra stone and wood on hand, and I didn't want it to go to waste. So now I have an additional brewery. Anyway, I wanted to cover the popularity events then. Basically, I'm still running on max bribes with maximum rations and maximum ale rations. Unfortunately, the weather has turned a bit overcast and will likely dip into the negative within the next day or so. This is due to the fact that events in the game, the weather events, are basically random occurring, and it could happen to anybody. There is no predictable pattern that it will follow. So you may have noticed in the previous days I covered, it was very positive. That might not be the same for everyone. That can differ greatly. So keep that in mind. If you are not matching the performance that you see me doing in this video, that is because of the random elements that just cannot be controlled. So I would like to cover which quests I completed today. In addition to the Flourishing Trade, which you see is currently completed right now, I left that up there so you could see that right there is the premium token that I'm going to get from this quest. This is a 2-day premium token, and it will basically allow me to rearrange my village once I have placed some additional honor-producing buildings, such as the stone statues. It will allow me to optimize my village layout a little bit later on. But in addition to Flourishing Trade 1, I also completed Intelligence Gathering 1, which basically requires me to scout a wolf lair. I was lucky enough to get to scout a wolf lair before any armies killed it, basically. So let's collect the premium token, and it will appear with your other premium tokens. As you can see, I have a few, so yeah, I'm basically stocked up on 2-day premium tokens for other worlds, but that's where your premium token will show up, in case you don't know where it is. Moving over to rank, yesterday I was Yeoman 3rd class. I've moved up to Yeoman 4th class. As you can see, I only moved up 1 sub rank in the past day, which is a little much slower. Before I was moving up entire ranks, so it's definitely slowed down, and I'm only making 3 research points a day basically at this honor generation rate, which will further slow down my progress in future days. You won't be seeing nearly as much progress as in the past days, but I've mentioned this before, and it is to be expected, which is why I'm thinking of, after reaching Alderman and getting my 2nd village, of maybe reducing this series to once per week, sort of do a weekend review of the progress I made. I don't think there's enough here to hold the interest of people for 10 minutes, basically covering stuff that happens when the game has slowed down so much in later parts of it. Finally, I would like to show you that I have taken control of the parish. I mentioned this yesterday, that the current parish steward doesn't look all that active and didn't apparently vote for himself in the past election. So I voted myself in and got the Officer Iron achievement. This will allow me full access to the parish buildings and tax tithe, etc. So now I can focus on upgrading things that I would like to see upgraded, or building. That's not true entirely. You can choose which guilds you upgrade, naturally. This will allow me to focus on building the guilds that I would consider the most useful in the parish. Right now we have the Stone and Wood guilds, but there are 2 flags, and I'm thinking of placing maybe an Ale guild once we get 3, or the always important Architects Guild. I should place that right now. We have the gold for that. There we go. All good. So that pretty much covers it for today then, I believe. In 5 hours my peacetime will have run out, and we'll see if anyone actually attacks me. I'm still in the house I was in yesterday, so it is doubtful, as I see a lot of allies but no enemies. But if you were playing as a neutral player, the archers in this castle should help, or should pretty much deter your average player who would scout you with the intention of attacking. As you can see, I put the gatehouse in the rear, so it makes it more difficult for any attacking force to actually get into the keep, because they have to walk along a slow path and up into it. The archers have plenty of time. My keep is upgraded. You can see the towers on it are square now. Instead of being small, they've increased in size. So yeah, that pretty much covers it for today. Thank you for listening and watching. If you have any questions or comments about the video, please leave them in the comment section below this video. Give it a thumbs up if you liked it. It will help increase the visibility of it, and if this is useful, I would like other people to see it as well. So again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.
Stronghold Kingdoms. The battle has just begun.